But if you don't know who he is, you ought to check him out. He's got some great music. He loves the Lord. He took up the piano to deal with his blindness. That he's blind, he can't see. And when he was on The Voice, if you guys have seen him on The Voice, but he really wanted to be able to bring his type of music into the worship of the Lord, and he's awesome. You guys, his music's a little different. It's kind of in its own niche. I love it. It's happy music. I don't know why else I would call it. Would you call it happy music? I'd call it happy music.
Fun fact, he is not legally able to drive.
That happens. That happens when you're blind.
Christy, how many people do we have tonight?
At least 7.
I think that's 6 more than last week.
Woo!
Yeah.
That's good.
It's about 3 people.
Good to see you.
Nice.
Welcome to UFC, United Followers of Christ, where we love God, love others.
And we love making disciples.
Yo.
I see some new faces here.
Yes.
Welcome, Adam. Good to see you. You too.
Peace.
What's your name? Wesley.
Hello, Leslie.
Guys. New member.
Don't be embarrassed.
Encounter is November 8th and 9th. $85 for my wallet. We're going to give it to John. I'm more trustworthy. Registration deadline is October 27th.
We currently have nobody signed up, so if you're going to go to this, start thinking about it. You've got about a month before you have to sign up.
47 less people than we
If you try to give us registration money on like October 28th after the 27th, it's going to go to the Chrome for John's Harley Foundation, and you don't want it to go there. You want it to go to Encounter.
Yeah, it's at CTR, isn't it?
Yeah.
Always.
Ooh.
Text
Hey.
at JVolk to 81010, 81010, whatever you want to call it, for announcements and updates. You know what we're doing, how we're doing it, when we're doing it.
You would have known that we were having carnitas tonight if you were
Yeah.
signed up to that, and I'd sent you something.
I can spell that
Yeah.
backwards.
I didn't know we were having carnitas until like you texted me.
Sometimes if you're in that, he'll send you.
I could tell.
All right. October 12th.
NYC people, whistles are getting.
They're in.
We have whistles for NYC people on October 12th. We'll have Monkey Ball in 9 Square set up, and I'll probably cook most of you, but
Encourage people, to come play monkey ball. That money's going to help our kids get to NYC in 2026. Our NYC people are going to be working it. NYC people, like, go to your relatives and go, hey, give John $100 for monkey ball so I can go to NYC. Because it's Rocktober.
Salt Lake City, Utah.
Cool.
Let's stand and worship.
You can recommend songs in like the Snapchat group chat and whatnot, and we'll probably get them up for like a walk-in song or just a worshiping song.
I almost forgot about that. Yes, if there's some songs you'd like to hear and we're capable of doing them in a good fashion with the limited instrumentation that we have, send them into the Snapchat group, go into Remind, send me something from Remind, talk to me, text me, give me $10.
Searching the world, the lost will be found. In freedom we live, as one we cry out. You carried the cross, you died and rose again. My God, I'll only ever give my all. You sent your Son from heaven to earth. You delivered us all, it's eternally heard. I searched for truth, and all I found was you. My God, I'll only ever give my all. Jesus, we're living for your name. We'll never be ashamed of you. Oh, our praise and all we are today. Take it all. Take it all.
Accelerate my weight loss.
You sent your Son. You sent your Son from heaven to earth. You delivered us all. It's eternally heard. I searched for truth, and all I found was you. My God, I'll only ever give my all. Jesus, we're living for your name. We'll never be ashamed of you. Whoa, our praise and all we are today. Take it all. Take it all. Jesus, we're living for your name. We'll never be ashamed of you. Whoa, our praise and all we are today. Take it all. Take it that the highest King would welcome me. I was lost, but he brought me in. Oh, his love for me. Oh, his love for me. Who the Son sets free, oh, is free indeed. I'm a child of God. Yes, I am. Free at last, he has ransomed me. His grace runs deep. While I was a slave to sin, Jesus died for me. Yes, he died for me. Who the Son sets free, oh, is free indeed. I'm a child of God. Yes, I am. In my Father's house, there's a place for me. I'm a child of God. Yes, I am. I am chosen, not forsaken. I am who you say I am. You are for me, not against me. I am who you say I am. I am chosen, not forsaken. I am who you say I am. You are for me, not against me. I am who you say I am. Sing that out. I am chosen, not forsaken. I am who you say I am. You are for me, not against me. I am who you say I am. Yes, I am who you say I am. Who the Son sets free, oh, is free indeed. I'm a child of God. Yes, I am. In my Father's house, there's a place for me. I'm a child of God. Yes, I am. In my Father's house, there's a place for me. I'm a child of God. Yes, I am.
Whoa, wow, ah. Yeah. If Jewel were asleep, you aren't anymore. Okay. It is time.
For the memory verse.
Now, I'm not picking you, he is, but hold on. Tommy walked up to me when he got here and he said, "Hey, I just want you to know I don't have anything to give you tonight to put up there." And I went, "Way to fail." And then, he knows I'm kidding, so I wanted to encourage him. So I looked at him and I said, "Remember, if you're going to fail forward."
Ha ha ha. Very funny, John.
There's actually a reason I told you that. And you'll see it in a little bit. But if you notice, there were several people tonight that I walked up to and was very disrespectful with what I said to them. Isaiah, Sophia, several people. And you showed me your grades, and I was very disrespectful. I said, "Dude, you're an overachiever. If you're going to, you could have got 1 low grade, but you got 2. That's awesome. So, but you'll see why in a minute. For right now,
So, as John said, I don't have anything prepared tonight. But I was listening to Different by Micah Tyler, and it instantly brought me back to our verse of the month. And I was thinking, how do I be different? And then it occurred that, well, you don't want to be anything like the world you see around you. And what I do to be different from the world is I wake up, I pray, go to the gym, come home, and I read my Bible. And that's kind of how I'm different. I mean, it's pretty much the same to everyone's Christian life, but it takes a lot of discipline to be different from the world. And that's how I started my routine as a Christian. Was I woke up and then I started praying. At first, I fell asleep a few times because I close my eyes and I don't set up. But you really got to think about how you want to discipline your life to be Christ-like. Like I said last week, you got to pick up your cross and follow him. On to our verse of the month. Who wants to come up here and say it? I saw Darius's hand first. Sophia, I thought you went up here earlier this month.
no repeats. We haven't had any repeats.
I do the NIV version.
I thought
Is that
Sophia
okay?
came up here.
Huh?
This
I do the
month.
NIV version. Is that okay?
Yeah.
That's the easy.
Are you
Do not
ready?
merely listen to the word and so deceive yourselves. Do what it says.
Yes. Catch me after services, and I have something to give you.
Good job, Darius.
It's a pink shirt that says "Jesus loves me." Do you want one? We'll see. Come see me afterwards. We've got clothing now, guys. Ooh, yeah. So, hey, sorry, we didn't have clothing then. What happened? We have clothes now. You'll have to go again next month, won't you? Okay, so our series is called Good Call. And here is why I said some of the things I said today to some of the people I said it today, and then told you about it. Wise people's words show God's love. Your words are powerful. Whether you say them, text them, snap them, anything that you say, whether you say it through a phone or you say it verbally, are powerful. They're incredibly powerful. These words can help us have fun. We can laugh about them. We can have a good time. They can inspire us. You ever heard somebody say something and like you're almost in tears because they just inspired you to the point of short of breath? Been there. They can lift us up. There's been times that, I've been down. And somebody's come up to me, they've noticed it, they've said something. They've lifted me up. And here's something we do a lot of in this group. We support each other. We do. But unfortunately, the next thing that I'm bringing up here is what we tend to do with our words. We don't talk about God's love. We don't talk about love at all. We don't talk about respect and support and lift people up and inspire them. Most of the time, we choose to tear them down. We tear people down. We cause pain. If I asked each one of you as this week, just Monday, Tuesday, or today, if somebody said something to you, about you to someone else, sent it to you through some social media that caused you pain, Would you raise your hand? 1, 2. Seriously. How many have had say something that has caused you pain? It's about half this room in 3 days. What we say destroys people. I've told the story about the kid that was in my class and how horribly he was treated and how the things that were said to him affected him 20 years later. It's not something I made up. It's true. The things that you say can cause massive damage to somebody. More so than if you'd hit them. They would have gotten over it sooner. They're powerful. What do you use your words for? What do you say? Why do you tear down, cause pain, destroy, rather than lift up, love, inspire, support? Who can tell me who wrote the book of James? Isaiah. That's right. James. Very good. Now, next question. Who was James? Whichever one answers first. There you go. James was Jesus's brother. And James is an incredible book. I'm going to tell you something. It's not a long book. If you do not read your Bible, I'm going to tell you that James is a book to open up and start with. It's Cody, what do you call it? The in-your-face book? The brutal book. Because James has some brutal, factful things to say about the way we lead our lives. And one of the things he hits us up about is the way we live and the way we talk. We're going to start right here in James 3:13 through 4:3. Who is wise and understanding among you? Let them show it by their good life, by deeds done in the humility that comes from wisdom, learning through experience and learning from others who experienced wisdom. But if you harbor bitter envy and selfish ambition in your hearts, do not boast about it or deny the truth. Such wisdom, and that is said sarcastically, that is wisdom, does not come down from heaven, but is earthly, unspiritual, and demonic. You ever thought about that? If you're in this room, I think you to some extent believe what the Bible tells you. The Bible tells you that some of the things that you say, and if you happen to notice that I point at you, I'm not pointing at you for any other reason than emphasis. I'm not picking anybody out. Don't think that. But if the things that you say are worldly, dark, evil, unspiritual, and demonic, why would you do that to somebody? Why would you do that to somebody you call your friend? How are you going to spread God's wisdom when what comes out of your mouth is unspiritual and hateful? We aren't supposed to be those people. And as you walk closer with God, you truly can get to the point where you don't have to think about what's coming out of your mouth, because I'm going to tell you this. This is a true statement. What comes out of your mouth is who you really are. You can't hide it. What comes out of your mouth is who you really are. So think about what you say to people. And like I said, as you draw close to God, as you let His Spirit invade who you are, you don't have to think about, I got to watch what I say, because what comes out of your mouth is different. You speak different things. For when you have envy and selfish ambition, there you find disorder and every evil practice. But the wisdom that comes from heaven is first of all pure, then peace-loving, considerate, submissive, full of mercy and good fruit, impartial and sincere. Peacemakers who sow in peace reap a harvest of righteousness. Are you a peacemaker? What are you planting? That's what that means. When you sow peace, when you plant peace, your harvest is righteousness. What are you planting with the words that come out of your mouth? Is there somebody that's not here tonight that might have been, except for something you said? I've hurt people with what I've said. Not intentionally. And I'm going to tell you, what I said was correct and what I said was right. But what I said was without love. It didn't lift them up, it tore them down. It didn't support them, it cut their legs out from underneath them. And 30 years later, they still haven't set foot back in a church. And their family's a disaster. And I blame myself for that. Because the way I said what I said, while correct and right, drove them out of that church. You can say, oh, they're just using it as an excuse. I don't care. I gave them that excuse. When they come to me and they say, I don't know why my family's falling apart, I don't know why my family makes the choices it makes, blame me. I started that rock rolling down that hill. And by the things that you say, you can do the same thing. What causes fights and quarrels among you? Don't they come for your desires that battle within you? You desire, but you do not have, so you kill. You covet, but you cannot get what you want. You quarrel, you fight. You do not have because you do not ask God. When you ask, you do not receive because you ask with the wrong motives. Selfishness. I want this for me. That you may spend what you get on your pleasures. That literally means you want to put yourself first. It's kind of our natural state sometimes. God can help us reshape our hearts so that our words are transformed. Think about that. God can help us reshape who we are here so that what comes out of here is different. I mean, do you really want to hurt the people you care about? No, not really. A heart change equals a word change. But you've got to want to change. God does not typically grab you by the throat and shake you and say, change or else. You have to want it. You have to care about it. I cannot tell you the number of times that over the years that I've had a teen still sitting in here or in whatever church I happen to be in after everybody else dismissed in tears. And every single solitary time that has happened to me, without fail, was because of what somebody else in that teen group said to them or said about them. Every time. Never once has it been something else. Your words are powerful. What we say a lot of the time is meant to damage others. Why? Why? A lot of times it's because we've been hurt. Maybe by the person we said something at, or in general. But you tend to want to pull everyone else down to where you are. If you feel like you're in a pit right now, you don't like being there alone. If you're miserable, everybody else should be miserable. Think of what that could look like if instead of pulling everyone down to your level, you pulled everyone else up to what God wants of us, what He wants you to be, what He wants you to speak. He wants you to speak life. Knowing the gospel and knowing what Christ did for us, that's life. He wants you to speak life into people. Where could His Holy Spirit take you? You can listen to other people's stories. How do you do that? How do you get to where verbally your words mean something to people other than non-support? Build a relationship with somebody. Truly be part of their life and interested in them. To lift others up, this involves words. You can write them a card or a note. Do you know that in the glove box of my car, we still have every note that's been taped there? Yeah. There were a couple individuals that wrote notes. John, Christy, we love you. Thank you for what you do. Thank you for sacrificing. And we tape those inside our glove box. So every time we open it, we read them. We see them. Because we need encouragement too. We need words of support. We need words of uplifting. Pastors get burned out. I'm sure Mike back there could tell us some stories of things he's personally run into and things that he's seen other pastors deal with. They walk away from ministry. They quit. They can't do it anymore. And it's because usually what people say to them and about them. You can text them. Hey, just want you to know, praying for you, have a great day. You can do something for them. You guys know what a verbal hug is? You can give them a verbal hug. Like, Adam, today, you know, man, you inspire me. Thank you. I know some of your story. I know some of the things you've been through. And the smile on your face makes me feel good. Because you put that before everything. Hey, that's a verbal hug. Bus. You know, the way we spar back and forth every once in a while. We have fun together, we joke. That's a verbal hug. That's not us tearing each other down. That's us lifting each other up. Learn new ways to communicate. Man, there are so many ways to show people you care about them. That you want to lift them up, that you love them, that you need to find what that looks like for you. When I come in here and I'm knuckle bumping and high-fiving and talking to people, that's me telling you I love you. That's what that looks like for me. That's who I am. What does it look like for you? You find what that looks like and then you share it with the people around you. It takes like 40 positive words, and I'm not sure on the exact count. I'd actually have to go Google it. But there's about 40 positive words you have to tell somebody to overcome one negative word. One. I can heap all the positivity in the world on you, and all it takes is one word to destroy it. as we come to our prayer time, these altars are open to you. We have prayer cards up here that if you fill them out, we'll get them to our prayer team. We love you, and we want you to live your best life. But your best life, like I said Sunday, involves God. It involves what you're going to say every day to somebody and how you're going to say it. So think about the words that come out of your mouth. Do they need to change?
I will build my life upon your love. It is a firm foundation. I will put my trust in you alone, and I will not be shaken. I will build my life upon your love. It is a firm foundation, and I will put my trust in you alone, and I will not be shaken. Holy, there is no one like you. There is none beside you. Open up my eyes in wonder and show me who you are, and fill me with your heart and lead me in your love to those around me. I will build my life upon your love. It is a firm foundation. I will put my trust in you alone, and I will not be shaken. And I won't bow to idols. I'll stand strong and worship you. And if it puts me in the fire, I'll rejoice 'cause you're there too. I won't be formed by feelings. I hold fast to what is true. If the cross brings transformation, I'll be crucified with you. 'Cause death is just the doorway into resurrection life. If I join you in your sufferings, then I'll join you in your rise. And when you return in glory with all the angels and the saints, my heart will still be singing, my song will be the same. And every creature finds its inmost melody, and every human heart its native cry. Oh, then in one enraptured hymn of praise, we'll sing, Christ be magnified. Oh, Christ be magnified. Let his praise arise. Christ be magnified in me. Oh, Christ be magnified from the altar of my life. Christ be magnified in me. So I won't bow to idols. I'll stand strong and worship you. And if it puts me in the fire, I'll rejoice 'cause you're there too. I won't be formed by feelings. I hold fast to what is true. If the cross brings transformation, then I'll be crucified with you. 'Cause death is just the doorway If I join you in your sufferings, then I'll join you in your rise. And when you return in glory with all the angels and the saints, my heart will still be singing, my song will be the same. Oh, Christ be magnified, let his praise arise. Christ be magnified in me. Oh, Christ be magnified from the altar of my life. Christ be magnified in me. Oh, Christ be magnified, let his praise arise. Christ be magnified in me. Oh, Christ be magnified from the altar of my life. Christ be magnified in me. Will build my life upon your love. It is a firm foundation. I will put my trust in you alone, and I will not be shaken.
As we get ready to break Proverbs, think about what you magnify in your life, who you magnify. Your words are the words of life, or they can be the words of destruction. Choose them wisely.
Before I go into prayer, I just want to share a verse with you guys. Proverbs 27:19 says, "As water reflects the face, so one's life reflects the heart." So, from what John said, what do your words and what do your actions reflect? Does it reflect God? Does it reflect Jesus and what he did? Or does it reflect your selfish ambitions? Dear Lord, I just want to thank you for this wonderful day and the opportunities that you've given us today. Just to come into your presence, Lord. I thank you for the time that we had to listen to you speak through John, Lord. I thank you for all the food and just the ways that you provided for us today. I pray that you continue to give us opportunities to grow, opportunities to see your love and your light in others. But I pray that you continue to help us and give us the courage and the motivation to be the love and light that you show us. And again, Lord, I pray for anybody that's hurt, anybody that just needs your touch, and I pray that you just make a radical change in their lives, a life that everyone around them, a change that everyone around them will see. And Lord, I just pray that you continue to work in their lives and teach them to love you more and draw them closer to you. In your holy and precious name, amen.
1 Timothy 4:12. Don't let anyone look down on you because you are young, but smile and have a great evening.